Holme FC was a created club that originated in an alternate universe back on FM19 and quickly spawned channel legends that we still talk about today, like Sir Mick Powell and Sir Anthony Harris. There was supposedly a version of the club that also existed on Twitch on FM20, although nobody was watching, so this has never been proven. But what is certain is the club returned on FM21 as a youth academy challenge as a result of club owner and spaghetti restaurant entrepreneur Mrs. Wearmouth wanting to pick up where she'd left off with Apollon the year before. Neither Holme FC or Mrs. Wearmouth have been heard of since. Until now. Mrs. Wearmouth, long time no speak. Yeah. No, I'm loving my retirement. How have you been since you got out of football a few years ago, never to ever return? You've done what? You've bought a football club in Spain. Benidorm. I mean, you've gone full cliche there, haven't you? Look. You've bought a team in Benidorm. You've renamed them Holme FC. And you want... I'm not a chance. I am not. No, because I'm on holiday. I'm retired. I'm out of... How many more times are you going to use that against me? I'll get the next flight. Hello, folks, and welcome to episode 1 of Holiday Home, my new save, managing Holme FC out of Benidorm, because Mrs. Wearmouth, I don't know, she fancied a trip to Benidorm. As you can see, I have been appointed as the new manager of Holme FC. Holme have today confirmed the appointment of Kevin Chapman as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football at the appointment of the inexperienced 39-year-old. I actually turned 41 today. I love the way dates work in Football Manager. I'm still a man in his 30s, at least for a few days in this save. And he's sure to face plenty of questions when he faces the media for the first time at Estadio Municipal Mick Powell. Chapman has put pen to paper on a one-year deal worth a delicious £900 a week. And oh my word, have we got lots to cover today. Firstly, you can see our beautiful new kits framed behind me on the wall here in my office at the Estadio Municipal Mick Powell. So if you want to get yourself one of those kits, you can. There is links down in the description below. We've actually got brand new home, away and third choice kits. They all go on sale as of today. They're available until the 1st of August. So if you're watching this in the future and it's after the 1st of August, I'm afraid they're not available anymore. But if you want to get one, order by the 1st of August. They are made to order as a big batch and then sent out. So orders will be collected together on the 1st of August and then they'll be manufactured and then you'll probably get it. You're looking at like mid-September before you get your shirt. But if you want one, that's the way to get one. The link's down in the description below. And here I am. I am at home in my brand new office in Benidorm. Don't believe I'm in Benidorm. Look what happens when I open the blinds. Look how sunny that is. And you're telling me I'm not in Benidorm? Absolute nonsense. But of course, I can't just be in this little office in Benidorm all the time. I am going to need somewhere to live. You were expecting me to appear at the Halifax Mortgage Calculator now, weren't you? Well, they don't sponsor me yet, so balls to them. We're not doing that. We are, however, going to be in Benidorm for the foreseeable future, and the obvious place to live in Benidorm is in an all-inclusive hotel. So we've headed to booking.com. We have our £900 a week salary to work with. I've ticked all-inclusive because I figure if I'm all-inclusive, then I can go up to my £900. What else do I need? I've got somewhere to live and something to eat. The football club can arrange for me to get everywhere else. So as long as we stick below £900, we're good. So it looks like, we've got 3 options. This might include flights, so they might actually end up a little bit cheaper. But I think we probably are best off just going for the cheapest option, season 1. So I think we're going to be at Port Vista Oro. So if we click on that one and have a little look around to see what Port Vista Oro can offer me. It's located in downtown Benidorm, just 300 metres from Levante Beach. It has an outdoor pool, a sun terrace and air-conditioned public areas. That makes me think my rooms... Oh, no, there you go. All rooms do come with a balcony, air conditioning and satellite TV, so I can watch the football in there as well. We've got a buffet-style restaurant, a wide range of international dishes. Oh, this is my... Oh, they've got children there. That's not ideal, but let's have a look at the pictures. In fact, let's just check the price before we look at the pictures. So... it looks like... Why is that one so much cheaper than that one? I think that... they're just breakfast and dinner. So I want the all-inclusive option. So £730 if it's just me. If I want to bring Anna with me, it's an extra £103 a week, which I can afford, I guess. So we are going to be pushing... I'm not going to be able to get a car if Anna comes with me. So... it'll be fine. We'll just do it just for me now. She can join up with me after a year, after we've had a promotion. It'll be fine. So let's have a look at the photography. That's a very... I mean, there you go. Don't need a car. We've got a bus stop and a very fancy little archway. If the rooms come with two... We'll just sneak her in. If the rooms come with two beds, we've got a nice little toilet there. And there's cold meat and a swing. We've got the swing from another angle. We've got the beds again. We all know chairs are the way to identify wealth. And we've got 2 chairs in the room, 2 chairs on the balcony, plus 2 beds. I mean, that seems like wealth to me. More cold meats. It was supposed to be a selection. More beds. Hang on. They're not being very creative with these photographs. So there's some greenery there, which is quite nice. There's a back view of the hotel and the pool and all that kind of snazzy stuff. I mean, do these count as my chairs? Real Coca-Cola on an all-inclusive, real Fanta. If that's Dr. Pepper, I'm never moving out. Dr. Pepper on tap for free. I am all over that. We've got a running track? Or is that grass that you sit on whilst watching? I don't really understand what that is. They've got cauliflower, though, and arches, and apparently we can get it as low as that. That wasn't the price we were quoted before, but maybe that's the price without a flight. Ultimately, though, let's have a look at some of the... It's a 7.8 average on booking.com. Jenny from the United Kingdom says it's great value for money, friendly staff, very clean, and the entertainment is entertaining. So this does seem like it's a perfect... We'll book a year, please, as long as I don't get sacked. This is where we're living. Year 1, Port Vista Oro, 3 stars. What a life of luxury. I mean, to be fair, the hotel has way more stars than the football club we're managing. We're on a half-star reputation. This is Holme FC out of Benidorm. There's your confirmation. We are in Benidorm at the Estadio Municipal Mick Powell. It is the ground that was formerly known. I mean, it wasn't called that. It was the Estadio Municipal, some Benidorm guy. It is the stadium that's already in Benidorm. This is the club that was already in Benidorm. So we do have a rival club, Patacona, who are the team that we booted out of this league to make sure we got into a playable league, and then a couple of local rivals as well. There are all the snazzy new kits. So all 3 of them are available for pre-order down in the description below. So make sure that you check those out. But here we are, Holme FC in Spain in the 5th tier, and the league structure in Spain, full disclosure, is bonkers. I mean, if we go all the way up to the one we should be vaguely familiar with, the 1st division, La Liga, we know how that works. 2nd division, we know how that works. Then it does get bonkers because, as you can see, we've got the Spanish Federation below that, which has a 1st division, which is split into A and B, and then they have 5 relegations from each of them, and I think 4 promotions. So it's quite hard to get out of this. At this level, you get 1 automatic promotion from each of the 2 leagues, and then playoffs plus 5 relegations. There's certainly a lot going on at all times. You then get down to the 2nd tier, and they have a playoff league because is it 8 groups? Or no, there's 5 groups and 8 promotion spots. So the way the promotions work, the league above has 10 relegations, and then from your 5 league, I don't know why they need this playoff, but maybe there's not 10 relegations because there's 5 automatic promotions, and then 4 teams from each of the 20 teams go into a play. It's very confusing. We'll work that one out when we get there, but 5 relegations from each of those as well. And then when you get down to the level we're at, the the third tier of the Spanish Federation. There are 16 groups. We're in Group 6 with the other teams relatively geographically close to us. There's 2 automatic promotions in our league, which is quite pleasant because some of them only have 1 automatic promotion. I don't know why. This is how it's already set up in Football Manager, but the one we're in geographically does give us 2 automatic promotions. So we just need to finish top 2 to start moving up the league structure. There is no relegation because there's no way to load up the leagues below these that I could find. So we are kind of safe initially from the threat of relegation, which the media think we're going to finish mid-table. So there shouldn't be much of a threat of relegation anyway. But should we meet the team? Let's meet the team and see what we've got. I don't know why that's set up like that. So we have got some half-decent players. Now, this club was originally down in, I think, the 8th tier in Spain, but like I say, that's not playable. So we've moved home, or what was Tenerife CF have moved, not Tenerife, Benidorm CF. We've moved them up to the lowest league we could make playable, the 5th tier. And some of the players have come with them. So there are a couple of real players. They're likely to be the ones on the highest salaries. So, for example, Paul Quay is a real person. Ignacio Pierce, I think, yeah, he is a real person, just doesn't have a photograph. So there are a few that are real. But obviously these are players who were at the club when they were down in the 8th tier. The fact that they're our best players in the 5th tier is a little alarming. We'll worry about that a little bit later on, but we have got some half decent players, and there are only 4 or 5 here. So I've hit the add players to playable league. So I don't know what else we've got because these are all going to be generated players. So for example, Ivan Fakal looks like he is our best player, a right winger who is on £4 per week, living the life of luxury, but he is our best player on contract till the end of the season. Just one of these players that gets generated when you do a brand new club and ask the game to generate players for you. This is where our potential early heroes can come from. Ivan Farinos is a centre-back, a 6'4" centre-back on £5 a week. That's my kind of guy. And we've got another guy called Ivan who's on £5 a week. I like this. We've got a couple of decent players who seem to have emerged. We'll obviously get to know those properly as the season goes on, but it looks like we've done quite well with defenders. Strikers less so, because Ignacio Pierce is a real striker. I don't think we've actually had a heroic young striker. Oh, hang on. Oh, he's only 3 stars of potential. So that's an area we potentially are going to need to work on, but we'll worry about the actual team as we get ready and prepare for our first matches. Finances wise, Mrs. Wearmouth has stuck £250,000 into the club. And we've got a transfer budget of 37,000 and a little bit of spare wage budget. The budget is 1,500. We're spending 1,340. So we could perhaps bring in 1 or 2 before we have to start moving players on to be able to bring new players in. I'm surprised to see some of these players are already on 5-year contracts as well, on quite a lot of money. I mean, where's the logic? Hold on. Why is this guy, who's our best player, why is he on £5 a week until the end of the season? But this guy is on 25. So 5 times the salary for 5. I mean, he's only 15. Why is he earning loads more money and on a much? I don't understand. Is that a youth contract? But some of our first teamers are on even less. I love managing the lower leagues. I've missed. You didn't get this at Manchester City, did you? Goodness me. So yeah, that's how the finances are set up at the club. It is difficult to make money at this level, so without early promotions, finances are going to become a problem, as well as they always do in lower league saves. Facilities wise, the previous club, the Benidorm club, are actually known for their good youth facilities. You can check Wikipedia if you don't believe me on that. So we have got some pretty good youth facilities here. It's I've not made it so it's way better than everything else in this league. It's like by that much the best youth setup in our division, but once we get promoted, it'll be very much a middle of the road youth setup. So it should be enough to give us some good players early on, but we are going to have to invest in it to make it still competitive the further we get into the save. But I mean, it all looks nicely set up for magical things to happen. We've got lower league Road to Glory in a country I'm not familiar with that's got a bonkers league set up. We've got some good young players who look like they could go. I mean, have we got anyone in the youth setup? Do we have a youth setup? We've got some 5-star boys in here. We don't. I'm looking for our Mick Powell, but really it could be one of these guys that are a little bit older. Maybe we won't get a Mick Powell if you watch the original version of Home. Maybe we'll get a Slam Dunk if you watch the one from a couple of years ago, where a player is one of these generated players who's a little bit older. I mean, what could this guy's nickname possibly be with a surname like that? I'm going to have to be really careful how I say his name, or else I'm going to get demonetized constantly. And that's going to be especially difficult because of the other way that this save is a little bit different from any save I've done before. And first up, before I go any further, don't panic. If you are a normal YouTube watcher who just watches the videos here on YouTube every day, that's all you want to do. You just want a series like a normal series. You are going to get exactly that. So don't panic about the things I'm about to say. You are going to get a normal YouTube video that will look and feel like a normal YouTube video at 4 o'clock, Monday to Friday, like you always do. But if you want a little bit more than that, we're going to have ways for you to have a little bit more than just a daily video that comes out at 4 o'clock here on YouTube. Because for the first time ever, I'm doing a Twitch and YouTube hybrid save. The way it's going to work is you are going to get the videos out here at 4 o'clock on YouTube every day, but the in-betweeny bits, the bits you usually don't see at all, they're all going to be streamed live over on Twitch. Starting tonight, 7 o'clock tonight, twitch.tv/lollujo, we'll be picking up from exactly where this video ends and getting through to the morning of the first game of the season. Tomorrow's YouTube video will be the first 2 games of the league season, like it always would be. So if you're just a YouTube viewer and that's all you want, you're not losing anything. I've got to make that so clear. You're not losing anything. The videos will just be as normal. But if you want more, you can watch live on Twitch and see everything, see all the in-between bits as well. And what's more, maybe you like the idea of having the in-between bits but can't commit to a couple of hours every evening on Twitch. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. That's completely understandable. You can check in and out of that whenever you feel like it. But if you want to be completely up to date with that, we're also going to be having the highlights of those Twitch streams on my second channel, on lollujo 2. They'll be coming out in the morning before the proper video comes out in the afternoon. So the way it'll be, I'll explain the next 24 hours to make sure it's completely clear how this is going to work. You've got this video now, and then tonight at 7 o'clock, I'm going to be streaming. The highlights of that stream will be out on lollujo 2 tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock, you'll get episode 2, which would be the absolute normal episode 2 that you would normally get here on YouTube. I hope that all makes sense. It's quite an ambitious project, but I think it could actually be really cool and allow this to be like the most immersive YouTube save I've ever done, because you are going to be able to see absolutely everything if you want to, or just consume it as any other save if you don't want to. And I think we might have finally figured out the perfect balance between Twitch and YouTube. We'll see how it works out. If it's a complete disaster, we'll just carry it on as a YouTube series, so don't panic. And the other thing, of course, if you're thinking, Kev, this is quite a big series to be starting in July, what if you don't finish it? Again, don't panic, because we can just import it into FM24, because that's a new feature that we already know about. So win-win all round on that side of things. But I think that's enough for episode 1. We have got to the point where we are ready to hit continue, and that hitting of continue will take place tonight, 7 o'clock, twitch.tv/lollujo. If you have enjoyed this video, or you're just excited for the start of a new series, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on the video. It helps out massively in the algorithm. If we could get 5,000 likes on this video to start a new series, that would be absolutely fantastic. Subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on if you are new. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to come to Twitch tonight, 7 o'clock.